Welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for watching the show tonight. We got one more segment. We're going to spend it with Mr. Buzz Ramsey and Bill Monroe Jr. talking a little bit about Springer stuff. We've already let you know that Fisherman's Marine has the buy 3, get 1 free deal. Now, again, buy 9, get 3 free really is the thoughts that you need to have here. You're able to take advantage of these Hildebrandt spinners that, by the way, what I was saying at the very end, are going to be perfect for steelhead. But the free sliding spreader and the mag lip are both things that you're going to be needing very, very soon. Also,
fish flash.
The fish flash is included in that deal of all sizes, right?
Yes, all sizes. And this promotion goes through the month of March.
Gotcha.
So it's gear up and go spring Chinook season time.
Perfect. And these are the pieces of the puzzle that you need. I can honestly say, and I know I've already said this with you here in the studio, that initially when I saw these spreaders, I was like, eh. But now I am a believer, specifically for the 360 thing, but the inline. It makes things just so much easier. You can change up how you're fishing with these things, so they are well worth looking into. Yeah. But I will say, we're talking a little bit of steelhead, all right? Cold water, high water, muddy water, plunking or in a boat with a spinner for steelhead works no matter if it's a winter steelhead or if it's a summer steelhead, okay? More folks will think, well, summer steelhead, that's when you want a spinner. Yes, but you can still catch them winter steelhead with a spinner, and it just so happens that a spinner that's designed for Chinook is the perfect size for steelhead as well.
Absolutely.
So you got a lot of things here that you can utilize from that particular deal. So go over there, take advantage of that, and like Buzz says, it goes through all the way through March. So, are you heading back to the east side tonight, or are you going to head west and do a little fishing still? What are you up to?
No, I'm going home. The rivers are going this way, and so I'm going home. But I'm going to be keeping my eye on the steelhead fishing because I'm going to get my boat out to the snowbank. And I'm going to go down there and do some more of it.
Well, barring the snow being an issue, obviously, for you over there on the east side, when do you start thinking about, with these kind of conditions, it's cold water, we've already talked about that, does that change maybe the normal time of the year that you would start thinking about Springer fishing? Does that push you further out? Or what is it that Mr.
I'm going to stay with the steelhead thing a little longer than probably I would. I mean, I normally fish them right through March, but you know, I go back and forth.
Yeah. Sure.
But this year, I'm going to concentrate on steelhead, and I'm going to really zero in on be watching the Columbia water temperature and the Columbia and Willamette, and be looking towards that when that gets over 40, gets up there 42. That's when these fish are going to start coming.
Is that kind of a magic number for yourself, that 42 range?
42 would be, I would think, the start of it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're not that far away, but I think we still got a lot more cold water coming.
We do. And if we get high water, this, like you were suggesting earlier, we get high water on the Columbia, it's going to push a lot of those fish to the edges.
Yeah.
It's going to be an anchor fishery. It really is.
Well, I'm not opposed to that. I like that idea. Now, we're down to about a minute left, Bill. How about yourself? When do you start chasing springers? I know that you're not going to start this week.
Not starting. I'm not going to push that second week of March, stuff like I like to have that time for myself, maybe.
Sure, sure.
I'll probably work and stay at home with the kids for another couple of weeks.
So that last week of March, you might start hitting it?
That third, maybe the end of the third week of March. I think the 18th is when I'm going to really push it, maybe.
Gotcha.
I've got trips starting then.
Set up then.
And then some openings, like we said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's about the right kind of time frame. So if you have the opportunity, get a hold of Bill. We've been showing you the information to get a hold of Bill Monroe Outdoors. By all means, look into it. If you're looking for a way to get on the water, and there's been plenty of those questions here recently, and I really haven't had an answer, so I'm glad that you brought that up today.
Yes.
But as always, man, thanks for coming in and seeing us, Buzz.
You bet.
I really do appreciate it. And again, thanks for you coming in, Bill.
Heck yeah.
And getting out there on the water. Yesterday was a ton of fun.
It was fun.
Oh, it is fun.
It was good to get out.
I don't mind at all.
We
It's
didn't
a chance to get out and go run around, and it didn't rain on us.
It didn't rain.
Yeah, which is not the case today. It's pouring. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have Steve Lynch here in the studio. We're going to continue to talk a little bit of Springer stuff, a little bit of curing, also brining your herring, a couple different ways to do that. And Steve is always a wealth of info here in the studio, again, from ProCure. But as always, tight lines, shoot straight. Please be safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. right back here on CSN. We'll see you then, everyone.
Outdoor Chief.